Today we're making some Chinese noodles.
Enveloped in this wonderful peanut sesame sauce.
And then we're gonna top it with some scallions and some toasted sesame seeds.
Ooh, served hot or cold, these noodles will become a family favorite.
That is for
They're a
sure.
family favorite for us.
They're our family favorite.
Oh.
I love a good peanut sauce, and this is about as good as they come.
So good.
So we got some water boiling here.
Yes, we do. We've got some, and then we also have some lo mein noodles.
Yay, lo mein.
I love lo mein.
I do too.
I'm gonna just shove them all in there. How do you like that?
That's 12 ounces of good old lo mein noodles. You'll see when you're at the Asian market, or now they're so easy to find. I get them at our local supermarket here in North Texas. But sometimes they have the wide, sometimes they have the round, any type will work. And even to that point, any type of noodle will work. But lo mein noodles are so easy to find.
So
Go for
easy.
it. Okay, let's make this epically good peanut sauce. It naturally is going to start with peanut butter. Get yourself a cup of good quality creamy peanut butter. This is the foundation of this peanut sauce.
Can you use nutty or the crunchy?
You could. I've always used creamy. I just think creamy works better. But you could if you're a bit of a nut yourself. Okay. Now I've got a cup of honey. You guys, honey. So this is what I love so much about Asian cooking is you've got a little bit of heat, you got a little bit of sweet and savory, and I just love the combination.
I'll just put some honey and peanut butter on toast.
Well, wait till you have, that used to be my favorite. Honey and peanut butter. I'd make that for myself when I was a kid.
What was that?
That was a quarter cup of good old quality soy sauce. This is 3 tablespoons of rice vinegar. That's becoming easier to find. It used to be, when we lived in New Jersey, I had the hardest time finding rice vinegar. I'd go to an Asian market and get it. But now it's much easier to find. If you can't find it, you can use rice wine vinegar in a pinch, and that's very easy to find. Okay, now I've got one of my favorite things in the world to cook with. This is a tablespoon of fresh, finely chopped ginger, and then we're gonna do the same thing. We got a tablespoon here of finely chopped garlic. That's a tablespoon. How are we doing over there?
Oh, we're getting out of hand over here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit.
Those don't go long. Just look at the instructions on your package, but they usually only take about 5 minutes. So by the time I finally get done with this, they may be about ready. Anyway, we've got the juice of 1 lime.
My job today is literally boiling water.
Yeah, well,
And it's already going wrong.
It took you a long time to learn how to do that. Anyway, now we've got 2 teaspoons of chili oil. I just love chili oil. That's going to add a little bit of heat to it. If you want 0 heat, then don't do the chili oil. If you like
Chris.
okay, that's okay.
All right, stop it.
There you go. Okay, and then we've got this is yay.
I literally can't boil water.
Well, that thing it gets excited. This is a tablespoon of good quality sesame oil. The flavors in this sauce are just through the roof. Did I forget anything? I feel like I did.
You got what's that
the
over
kitchen
there?
sink.
All of that over there?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay, now we're gonna you do this in your food processor. It's so easy. Now what I want to do is I'm going to take if you've got any of your water left.
I do. There you go.
There we go. I'm going to do about half a cup of the water from the pasta, from the noodles, just to thin it out just a little bit. All right. Let's look at this. Oh, that is beautiful. That's going to coat those lo mein noodles so perfectly.
I turned this down a little bit so I don't overflow.
That's a real good thinking. Okay, that's a real good of thinking. Okay, then we're going to let that finish, and then we bring it all together. Okay, and just like that, we're ready to do this.
That is so simple.
So,
it's as simple as boiling water.
Well, that's not always so simple. So anyway, all I did was I just, to make for a pretty presentation and to make it easier for assembly, I just poured that luscious, gorgeous peanut sesame sauce into this bowl right here. And then the Loon got the noodles out of there and put them into this nice big bowl.
It was very strenuous.
You did a great job. I was really impressed. Okay, so now it's a matter of how wet you like or how saucy you like your noodles. We like our noodles kind of saucy. So go as maybe do half, but we really like it saucy. So I'm going to
just do it all.
I'm going to do all of it. And the great thing about this is it can be served room temperature or it can be served warm like this is right now. Isn't that beautiful?
I love that.
I know. We always, we've told you about this.
And we're always tweaking.
Recipe, a Chinese restaurant that we used to go in New York City called the Cottage. You know, we've told you that they serve free wine, so we love it. We sit in there for 3 hours and split a plate of chicken fried rice or these noodles, and but
I
they
love
so
these
good.
noodles. I love how you're always tweaking them. You're always like, okay, I want my sauce to be a little more, what do you call it, like wet or thinner.
Yeah, it's taken me some practice to get it just the right amount, but I think this is awesome.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I know, and the smell is just so good. So, you know, and as in so much Asian cooking, it's great to have things that you can
Sorry.
that you can top the dish with. So, like, we'll talk about that in just a moment.
Yeah, go ahead.
Loon would get out of my
Sorry,
way.
I'm trying to make sure everybody else can
So then
see.
we've got some chopped scallions. You can leave those out if you don't like it, but we think it adds a nice touch and they're so
Love
pretty.
it.
A little bit of sesame seeds. Doesn't that look great?
Yay.
I'm gonna put a little on mine, put a little over here on this. Now, like I said, it's not all about the toppings, but if you can, I love to give a little variety. So I like a little more sesame
I hear a rumbling upstairs, and I think it's the dogs playing. I thought it was thunder. Oh no, but no, it's just dogs upstairs.
Are
Sorry.
you sure it's not your stomach growling? Sometimes that's what that is. Okay.
So wait a minute, I gotta put in my stuff
know,
too.
you're
Sorry,
like,
I was listening to the rumble upstairs.
Welcome to our home.
All right, so I love the sesame oil.
Okay, and then I'm putting a little more hot chili oil just because I like a little kick.
do too.
And then this is Wesley's new favorite thing. I don't know if you can see this. It's called Maggi, or in I think Australia they call it Maggi. It's becoming widely. I found it just at our local Kroger, our local grocery store the other day. It adds a punch of a little flavor.
It's so good.
And it's really good.
It's good on like almost anything Asian, I think.
Yeah, and you know,
Wow.
soups and stews and all sorts of
Oh.
things. I'm using a fork.
Y'all, all right.
I'm using a fork because I have a faulty elbow. I really do, I promise. I know how to use chopsticks.
I'm gonna wrestle through it.
Oh,
with
wow,
these.
this looks good.
Oh wow.
The noodles are cooked perfectly,
Guys,
Wesley.
look at that. Oh, thank you.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just slurp a little bit, you guys.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know.
Put
I
in
know.
your earplugs. That is good.
There's just that.
So heartwarming.
One more slurp.
Oh. I tell you, the Chinese restaurant that we're talking about, the Cottage in New York City, they would serve them room temperature. They weren't warm, and they were great. These are warm, they're great, but I love them room temperature too. I'm beside myself.
I love it. And you could throw some chicken in there too if you
Oh,
wanted
you
to.
totally could. Shrimp.
I love this. I love it so much. This is 10,000% Loon approved.
Hey, I'm gonna add a little more scallions.
So good.
It's so good, and it's great for, you know, if you have guests coming over, you can do it in advance.
Yeah, literally. You don't. The only thing you need to do is boil noodles. The rest, you don't need a stovetop or anything else. That's just mixed together. I love it.
Have we sold you?
Yes.
Make Chinese noodles and be happy. Bye, everybody. We love you.
Bye.